much fun did the suit on? How much fun did we play? Hey.
The Mitten by Jan Brett. Once there was a boy named Nicky. He wanted mittens as white as snow. If you drop a white mitten in the snow, it will be hard to find, his grandmother told him. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens so much that Baba made them for him. When she finished knitting, Nicky put on the mittens and went out to play. It wasn't long before one mitten fell off. A little mole found it and crawled inside. It was just the right size, so he decided to stay. A rabbit came hopping by. He wiggled in next to the mole. A hedgehog wanted to get warm. The mole and the rabbit made room for him. The owl didn't want to be left out, so the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog had to move over. The little mitten was getting crowded. A badger looked out of his house and saw the mitten. He climbed right in. It started to snow, so a fox pushed his way in and made himself right at home. Then a big bear sniffed at the mitten. The animals were packed in tight, but the bear didn't care. He crawled in anyway. The mitten was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Then a tiny mouse squeezed in and perched herself on the big bear's nose.
Mommy, what?
The mouse's whiskers tickled the bear's nose. Ah, 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 ka-choo! The bear sneezed. All the animals flew out of the mitten. Nicky saw his mitten sail up into the air. From the window, Baba watched Nicky catch his mitten. "See, Baba," he called to her, "I have both my mittens." And Baba smiled.
Huh? Oh, my gallery.
Olivia helps with Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas. Olivia and her family had been out all morning, busy with last-minute shopping. Olivia was exhausted, yet there was still so much to do. Olivia told her father and Ian to put up the tree so she could help her mother with William's lunch. "Olivia, what are you feeding him?" "Blueberry pie." "Oh, darling, that's gonna make him sick." Whoops. By 4 o'clock, Olivia was getting impatient. "Olivia, have you been looking up the chimney again?" "Sweetheart, Santa won't be here for hours," said her mother. "Now wipe that soot off your snout and help me untangle these lights." Mommy! Darling, it's much easier if you plug them in first. There, isn't that better? Finally, the tree was trimmed. 5 p.m. Santa watch. No Santa. Rain. Olivia wanted to be even more of a help. Mommy, may I set the table for Christmas Eve dinner? Oh yes, Olivia, that would be very helpful. Why, that's beautiful, darling. Where did you ever find that perfect little tree? After dinner, the family gathered to sing carols. Softly they started. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains. Olivia always lets go for the chorus.
Go we are.
Finally, the most important task of the night, leaving treats for Santa Claus. Olivia said, "Now it's time to wait." Her mother said, "Now it's time for bed." But Olivia wasn't at all sleepy. She tossed and she turned. First she was hot, then she was cold. Then she heard something on the roof. Could it be Santa? It seemed she would never get to sleep until she woke up and saw it was morning. Olivia ran to get her brothers. Noisily, they crept down the stairs. Snow! So pretty. Presents! Stockings! And look, cried Olivia, Santa ate all the cookies and milk. Now, children, said Olivia's mother, finish your breakfast and then you can open your presents under the tree. It looks like someone just learned to walk. Some of Santa's offerings were better than others. Pajamas, skis, sweater, sled, booties, maracas. The children thanked their parents for a wonderful Christmas, and Olivia announced, "Now I have a present for you. It's a self-portrait. Won't it be beautiful over the fireplace?" "Well," said Olivia, "I think I'll hit the slopes." That evening, Olivia finally allowed her father to build a fire. The family sat and warmed their trotters while Olivia's mother brought them steaming mugs of hot soup. Soon it was time for bed, but Olivia wasn't at all sleepy. Or so she said, but before the lights were even out, she fell into a deep, dreamless slumber. Well, not quite dreamless. Snowmen at night. One wintry day, I made a snowman, very round and tall. The next day when I saw him, he was not the same at all. His hat had slipped, his arms drooped down. He really looked a fright. It made me start to wonder, what do snowmen do at night? I think that snowmen start to slide when it gets really dark, off the lawn and down the street right into the park. They gather in a circle while they wait for all the others, sipping cups of ice cold cocoa made by snowmen mothers. Then the snowman games begin. They line up in their places, each one anxious for his turn in the snowman races. After everyone has had a chance at racing once or twice, they go on over to the pond to do skating tricks on ice. Sometimes they start giggling and then they act like clowns. They bump into each other till they all fall down. They gather up their snowballs, the pitcher takes his aim, and underneath the moonlit sky, they play a baseball game. No one knows just how it started, but soon it's quite a sight, with snowmen throwing snowballs in the world's best snowball fight. Then it's time for sledding. It's a wild ride down the hill.
Wahoo!
They yell. This is by far the snowman's biggest thrill. Finally, they're tuckered out and getting sleepy. So, they slowly gather up their things and one by one they go. So if your snowman's grin is crooked or he's lost a little height, you'll know he's just been doing what snowmen do at night.
It's very, very